Well, very good morning, viewers. Welcome back to Day 3 of the 2026 Junior Tri-Series. We're here at the home of the New South Wales Junior Blues at Cabra Bowls Club. And we round off our event coverage today with the 6th and final session featuring a boys triples encounter with the local New South Wales side to take on the Victorians. Victoria have had a great event up to this point, as you can see by the current standings displayed there on screen. Down the bottom there, the boys' ladder. That's been sewn up by the Victorians. They are going to take out the boys' trophy. Dominant display there. Extremely tight there in the girls, with New South Wales just 1 point or half a win in front of the Victorians. And the Vics in a good place overall, courtesy of how dominant their boys' rinks have been. So you may have just heard in the background, the siren has now been sounded to get play underway for this final round coverage. Boys triples action this morning. So 2 hour time limit, or 18 ends of 2-bowl triples. And the way our competitors went through play yesterday, I'm sure we'll get these 18 ends completed without too much hassle at all. My name's Lee Stinson. Glad to be bringing you coverage once again. We've had a terrific event here at Cabra for the first 5 rounds, and I'm sure round 6 this morning we are going to be in for some great bowls with these young men. There on the mat in the lead position for the Victorians, we have Jack Duck. Jack will be followed up for the Victorians by Micah Oswin and their skip today, Jacob Cartwright. And for the hometown Blues, Cooper Appleby here in the lead position, followed by Jedrzejczyk and their skip, Lukas Everson. So still plenty to play for, as we said, especially in that overall table. Victoria looking to maintain their advantage, as Micah Oswin, terrific first bowl, trails the track straight back to his teammates at the back of the rink. First one here for Noah. Just left the pace a little bit behind on that one. So Vic's holding court so far here on end number 1. And Micah looking to replicate a good first delivery. Turns his own bowl in behind. Very good opening end for Micah Oswin. Better weight there with that second one from Noah, but on this wide drawing club side of the green, not quite giving it the full width required. So Victorian skip Jacob Cartwright heads back to the mat in a very solid position, holding 3. We thank all our viewers for being back with us this morning. Been plenty of support throughout all 6 rounds, especially from Queensland and Victoria. Lots of family and club members watching on to cheer on these young junior stars. As Jacob adds another one into the count. Not an ideal position here for young Lukas Everson. hoping just to feel your way into the match. Under big pressure, early days. Like his teammate, hasn't given it the desired width. Fortunate little running off the front has reduced the Victorian count back to 2. Jacob's second one is going through. Lukas got the opportunity to come back the other side of the green to try and draw the shot. Needs to be careful with their own bowl. Well, no contact made. So 2 shots to kick things off for the Victorians on the opening end. And very well set up there. Micah Oswin, perfect trial of the jack. And in some respects, the New South Wales boys would be happy to get away with just a loss of 2 shots. Thanks for waking up on a Sunday morning here, eastern states of Australia, and being part of the coverage. My name's Lee Stenson. Will be joined in commentary in a moment by Bowls and Greens director here at Cabra, Ben Moorthorpe. Just putting the finishing touches on some items in the background is Ben, so he'll be with us within the next couple of ends. Weighted bowl there from Cooper Appleby. Cooper trying to work his way up again. The young man from the Curry Bowls Club in the Hunter Valley region of New South Wales. Pretty good set of bowls there for Cooper. Micah Oswin has started the game in sensational fashion this morning. Another toucher with his opening bowl here on end number 2. So opportunity here for the Blues to try and make some contact there in the head. Saw where skip Lukas Everson was directing this second one of Noah. Finds its way through the gap. Does stay in the back of the rink there, as you see, down in that far corner of the green. Jacob very, very close, but it still has left this opportunity here for New South Wales. As we change angles there to get a good view of what's happening, and catches the bowls at the front. Victoria off to the other side of the rink as well. They're happy to get any small jack movement first. Well, doesn't get the jack, but does make it way for another counter. And with that back position here for the Blues, no doubt we'll see some pretty firm, aggressive weight here for Lukas Everson. Of course, we are playing to a respot format, so if the jack does go off the rink, will be respotted at the tee. So Lukas, forehand, he's underneath and misses the target on this occasion. So 2 more shots here to Victoria as they double their advantage. 4 shots to 0 after 2 ends of play. Young Jack Duck for the Victorians, just 14 years of age. Is Jack currently at the Essendon Bowls Club after starting the sport at Whittlesea. Made the move a year or so ago over to Essendon. I'm sure getting some great assistance there from the club to help pursue his journey within the sport. Any Victorians watching on? Comments coming through in the chat from Chloe and Alana as well. Great to see Kareen. Plenty of support here for the Victorians, and they've had a great contingent of family and management staff here throughout the course of the opening couple of days. And as we saw with the ladder situation earlier on, they're in a very strong position to take out the silverware here this weekend. Well, Micah Oswin, 3 ends and 3 first bowl touches. We see Micah and Noah both going under the line on this backhand side. Players just need to be aware of the extra turn on this side of the green. And once again, Noah's bowl Thought he was very close to that, but just turned away in the latter stages. So one shot here to Victoria. Skips to go and have their say on end number 3. You see the New South Wales players with a few bowls just in catching position behind there, bottom left of the jack. Jacob Cartwright just hoping to either add to the count or find a position in behind. Hasn't quite pressed through this one enough. An opportunity here for New South Wales. Been up against it this morning on the back of what can only be described as 3 perfect ends from Micah Oswin. Lukas did just flick the closest New South Wales bowl out there, so may have the potential to have extended that count for the Victorians. Cartwright doesn't need to do too much more here. He's played that very well. Lukas has been asked just to steady on the pace a little. Draw a close bowl or small movement of the jack. Well, as has been the case throughout the week, players just not quite coming to terms often enough with the line required. And obviously the 2 nearest ones removed, and they're a 3rd bowl taken out by the players, and the Victorians measuring for more here. A fantastic start here on our feature rink for the Vics. And 3 shots. The final verdict here for Victoria. So, very dominant start, 7 shots to 0 throughout the early stages. And you see here on screen that terrific draw shot from Jacob Cartwright to add to the pain for the Blues. Really took that nice wide line required and found his way back in to the jack. As Cooper Appleby now turns the jack away, trying to get some momentum going in favour of New South Wales. Just a reminder, of course, our matches are over 18 ends here in the triples format, or to a 2-hour time limit, whatever occurs first. And that's the same format that these players do have when they head off for national championships later in the year. Of course, those sides to be selected by all states and territories over the next few weeks. So, final opportunity here for these players to press their claims for further honours. Viewers, you can see there on screen some other scores starting to filter through across all 12 rinks in play here at Cabra this morning. 8 boys and 8 girls selected for each state. So each gender currently playing 2 singles players and 2 triples rinks. Of course, in the singles, displaying the individual player name down on our rolling scoreboard at the bottom, and in the triples disciplines, the name of the skip of those rinks. We'll keep a keen eye on how the girls' results are shaping up today. As we mentioned in our opener, New South Wales holding a half win advantage. Just a single point in front on the girls' table. There's a bit of a wayward one there from Noah. Sees him go all the way through to the ditch. It still appears to be that initial opening bowl from Cooper Appleby that's in the leading position here on end number 4. So for the first time, we'll see Jacob having to try and convert the situation, and he's awfully close to doing so. What a great shot. Gets the jack moving a couple of metres, and all in favour of Victoria there at the back of the rink. So, terrific display so far from the Victorians. Tiffany Ellis saying, come on the Blues. And here is as good a time to start. Lukas Everson onto the mat, 3 down. You can find good weight here down toward the tee. That will be good enough. Use that one as a rangefinder. It does have a second bowl still to play. So Lukas showing some interest in this. Well, needs to run into the jack. Well, that's going to be enough. And the Blues open their account here on the 4th end. Well played from Lukas Everson. 7 shots to 1. Now as the Blues look for a change in momentum. Vince, watching on from Leppington, thanks for being with us once again. And you as well, Carmen Plaza. Yes, Jacob Cartwright is a brother of Olivia. Olivia was here early in the week as part of the management team here with the Victorians. There's the alert players there. Just catch some bowls coming across from the neighbouring rink. So New South Wales currently holding the shot here on end number 5. Thrilled to have sitting alongside me this morning, Greens manager, Bowls manager, CEO in waiting, Ben Morthorpe from Cabra Bowls. Thanks, Ben, for joining the coverage this morning.
Morning, Lee, and morning to everyone out there. Morning, Lee, and morning to all the viewers out there. Sorry I wasn't here from N1. There was a bit happening, but I'm here now.
We're watching a performance here from Micah Oswin in the second position. Making an impact here. That's 4 out of the 5 ends. He's drawn a toucher with his first bowl.
That's not a bad start. Jeez, I wish I could be that good.
3 here to the VICs once again.
I suppose that's probably why the score line is what it is, if he's playing that good with that many touches.
Started well and showing his versatility. Going to go down the forehand side of the green on this occasion and draw in once again. Well, Micah Oswin from the Victoria Bowls Club is red hot this morning. Been a great few days here at the club, Ben. We thank you and all your team for everything that's happened in the background to have this set up. We see 6 of your club members out marking singles rinks this morning as well. It's a big effort to get this set up.
Yeah, no, it's always a good event to hold. We always love hosting Bowls New South Wales events here. You guys give us plenty of stuff to run off, and we just make things happen, I suppose, now. Feels like clockwork almost.
Well, good weight there from Lukas, but does turn up the Victorian bowl. No addition to the scoring count. Still 4 to Victoria, but you see there on screen there's not many things in favour of the Blues up the front of the green, as Victoria with free rein to just keep piling on the pressure.
Yeah, it's not the easiest head to get out of either. Got a few options, obviously through the white or land that second shot, the red and blue one on the near the centre line there.
Yeah, one nearest the centre line. You'd say, Ben, probably 3/4 of bowl, maybe a full bowl short of Jack to be able to work off.
Yeah, I think he'll be playing something similar, just hunting up there with a yard and try to turn the short one up, or even land something in there just to at least reduce the count.
Yeah, pick the speed you're happy with. Try and marry it up with the line. And Lucas Everson trying hard here. Well, catches that edge of the bowl and got about the worst possible result he could have had from being in the area.
Yeah, he probably wanted the holder fraction in the end there. If it just held, it would have landed that bowl and probably squiggled its way into the shot almost. And he's probably still, it could be possibly 5 down still, even though he's played a pretty hard shot and played a good shot as it was and still got nothing out of it.
Yeah, right here live, he was calling it to move to try and probably get back to trail the Jack. As you said, one or the other, if it held and sat the bowl, was going to help. Or so another draw, free opportunity here for Jacob Cartwright. Now, it doesn't disturb anything at the front. Had good pace, and I believe it's 5, and confirmed there from the players. So, massive score there for the Victorians. They race out to a 12-1 advantage here in our feature rink, and shows game of inches, Ben, isn't it? That was so close to a New South Wales shot, but wasn't to be.
Yeah, as I said, it was pretty stiff. Even if he probably turns a fraction more, he lands the back bowls for probably worst case scenario, third shot. I imagine trying to play that to actually win the game or something, half and get nothing. you'd be pretty dirty.
And even after getting that little flick off the Micah Oswin bowl, Actually found its way through all the gaps at the back and then flopped backwards. If it stayed standing up, might have made third or fourth shot, but wasn't to be.
So how I have been keeping a little bit of an eye on the standings. How's all the standings looking at the moment? In the
We might have our producer alongside us. We've got to get our ladder up again. With plenty of new viewers joining us on a Sunday morning, and there you see, viewers. We'll keep it up there for a bowl or two as the leads get things underway. So, boys ladder down the bottom with 4 matches left to play for each state. Victorians will take the boys' trophy. That has been determined. In the girls, extremely close. New South Wales 31 points ahead of Victoria on 30. So all to play for there. And of course, with the dominant display of the Victorian boys, they are a few wins clear at the top of the overall standing. So 8 matches left in the overall. So still mathematically possible for New South Wales to catch Victoria. But games like this, where they come up against each other, crucial that New South Wales get the win. So thanks to Charlie for getting those ladders up for us as we come back in, and Cooper Appleby draws the shot. So you've got a bit of sway around here, Ben. You asked for the ladders and they just come up on screen straight away.
Oh, well, as you said, I am the Greens and then Bowls manager and probably future CEO, as you were mentioning. Maybe I'm as future CEO of Bowls New South Wales. You never know this.
Is your boss, Jay Porter, watching on this morning? He's not at the venue, so maybe he's watching on at home.
He might be. Hopefully he didn't hear that one.
Or he's got it on at the gym. Earphones in down at the gym this morning, Jay.
I'm sure if I'll probably receive a message in a minute.
We'll know if he's tuning in.
A redundancy package in a minute.
We'll know if he's on us. Noah gets to the back of the rink. Not a bad little spot there. Of course, Ben, we mentioned in the last couple of days, in this respot format, always crucial to keep an eye on what's happening in behind.
Yeah, especially with the way bowls is played nowadays, and some of the younger generation, they do like to hunt a little bit for the jack. It is a big thing having that tee spot as another, I suppose, tactical play. And it's the way the game is at the moment. A lot of formats are respot on the tee, so definitely got to have a mindset of that as well when you're playing, especially 2-bowl triples. You can't waste too many bowls.
Yeah, those front end players, absolute minimum, need one of those 4 first bowls in behind. Really important to draw up through the jack where you can. If you get into that good little scoring area, half a metre or so behind, and work your way in from there.
Probably looking to play the same bowl as his opposition here. Well, probably a little bit better execution in just playing the same shot, just trying to land the bowl and trail the jack there, because if Vic does trail the jack, I think they got 3 or 4 sort of waiting in that corridor there.
Yeah, looks available, doesn't it, with that jack high bowl. These are the ones you want as a skip. Nice, easy access. Jacob Cartwright, as you said, a metre or 2 trail the jack here. Can make a big number.
Just unders. Look, I know that there's probably a little bit of danger here, but I think he's got to play it with the score line at 12-1. If he lands it on his backhand, the one just short of jack there, he can make a 4 or 5 if he hangs around.
Just left to the centre line, the bowl at, you call it about 11 o'clock.
Worst case scenario, he does have best back, so if he does get the jack all the way through, he can still make it 2 that way. It's a pretty hard draw shot, so playing the right hand.
These opportunities don't come up too often. Lukas Everson, how far have you pushed it? Well, maybe they just went for the draw option there. I assume, and we believe just one to New South Wales, but no confirmation yet from our players. Been a big week for the club as well, Ben. Men's Division 1 state pennant champions during the week. That would have been a thrill for you and the team.
Yeah, it was a good week out at Griffith. The weather wasn't lovely and warm. It was nice and frosty each morning, but we did get the jumper off on the last day in the final, which was nice. But yeah, it was a great week. Very enjoyable. I haven't played third for a long time actually, so it was nice playing third for a while, for a couple of games there. Usually, if you're playing in Carl Healy's rink, especially the second spot, you normally get chopped the next game. So I'll see if I get chopped after playing third for him.
A bit of a worry then for one of our junior blues here, Jack Barclay. He held that position for Carl during the week. It might be in danger, you think?
Yeah. Well, we'll see when it comes around again and what the team selections are like, and I'll see if his form has kept up to date with chopping his second. But we did have a win, so he might be safe.
Morning to you, Carl, coach here at Cabra Bowls. No doubt tuning in this morning to the coverage. You're going to rack up the text messages here, on your phone at the end of the game.
Throw out the daggers and.
How many more snipes can you make on the way through?
We'll see. I'll wait for the messages to come through later.
Another member of your team decided to leave us today. Claimed he wanted to go and try and win the Australian indoor singles as well. So Nick Carls.
Well, I could actually throw a snipe here because he'll be on the plane, so then he won't be able to hear me. But, he's up at Tweed Heads now. Oh, he's on his way up to Tweed Heads to try to take out the indoor. That'll be a good event to watch as well next week.
Absolutely. Micah, Oswin. Why not?
Great shot.
Another toucher. First bowl toucher merchant is Micah Oswin this morning. We've got a shop in the club. Can these Vic boys go and buy some more toucher spray?
I don't think we've got enough the way he's getting them.
Yeah, so for all you bowls viewers out there, I'm sure there will be round by round coverage of the Australian indoor singles through the Bowls Australia channels over the coming days. And the action won't stop. That event wraps up on Thursday next week. And next weekend, be New South Wales versus Victoria Test Series at Deer Park in Melbourne. As Mike Osmond, another touch. Just going against him on this occasion. They're the ones you don't mind seeing every now and then. He missed on playing a positive draw shot.
Oh, 100%. Like they're up 12-2. It's pretty hard to get another. It's not impossible to get another second, but it's quite tough. And Vic, they've got a few options if they want to. They can reach on the forehand. They've got plenty out to the, I suppose, the right of the screen there with the red and blue and white one there, or even if they want to take it a little bit safer, they've got an option to turn their short one, his other toucher up for shot. So at 12-2, I suppose you're not too worried though.
Yeah, and the respot as well, so thought Lukas might have looked toward the back of the rink and getting hard to keep saying it, but that club side of the green, the larger draw in hand and players consistently missing underneath on their line by 3 or 4 feet. They're just not trusting it to take that extra width.
Yeah, it's definitely the side to play, but you do need to trust it. If you don't float it out there, it will punish you. It's a bit of home ground knowledge on that one. It actually Disco's favourite rink.
He's going firm here though, and the respot as well, the Victorians. Well, catches a lot of bowls up the front. A Nice firm swing on him there. So one here to New South Wales. Just the one down now on the re-spot as well. That toucher you see there, the red-blue combination bowl belonging to Victoria.
I think he'll be just trying to draw a shot here to add another one in the count.
And one of those ones, you just have to try and draw it. If you do make the target a bit wider, well, you just have to accept that. Lukas, well, he might be trying to kick the jack out of here. Almost put it to their advantage. Made an extra count. Has offered up some room for his opponent.
He might have actually made 4. Because the 3 in a measure is the live call. That's a good shot. After a drive, he's got to now go back onto the draw. There is some room, but it'll be a good draw shot here.
He's going to make him try and play it. And already a third of the way through the game, this feels like a big moment. He could really dent the confidence of the Blues. Can Jacob Cartwright if he draws this? If he misses, though, the Blues might get up and about. So big bowl here in the game, and Jacob Cartwright has delivered.
Great shot. Oh, that's a great shot.
You can't fault the Blues for trying to make an extra number there. But Jacob Cartwright handles the pressure very, very well. Draws the shot. So one there to Victoria. They go up to 13. It felt big, Ben, didn't it? You know,
yeah.
New South Wales could hold on to that multiple that might have changed things.
Yeah, oh, look, they get a 4 there. It's 12-6. They're back in the game. It definitely, yeah, can't fault him playing that one because just had a big drive, missed, and then you're going to go straight back to the draw. Yes, he had a little bit of room, but not the easiest off the line as well. So it was a great shot. As you said, just sort of takes that little bit of momentum out of New South Wales. Just obviously won the last end, back-to-back ends. Now it's 13-2 and they get their length back again.
Certainly the atmosphere a little bit more subdued this morning. It was a cauldron in here last night for the fours matches. There was plenty of parents and families about all these young players. Well, I think they had some energy tablets at the dinner break.
I did see the live stream. It was all happening in here.
Hopefully it came across
yeah.
in the audio, Ben, because here at the venue, it was incredible.
It was pumping. It sounded like one of a footy match sometimes. I didn't know if I was watching the footy or the bowls.
And the jacks were flying all across. There was dead ends all over the place, boys and girls. Some fantastic draw shots, obviously, which led to some really good attacking play.
Oh, it's exciting to see what the future holds in bowls. Like these guys and girls are what's coming through. And it looked like plenty of talent on show last night. Even throughout the last couple of days as well.
Thanks everyone for being part of the coverage both today and earlier on in the event on Friday and of course yesterday. Showing up with some love in the chat there for Micah. Chloe as well for Cooper. That might be Cooper's sister. Chloe watching on. She was here at the venue earlier on in the week. Not sure if she's watching on from here at Cabra or back home, but morning to you, Chloe. New South Wales Para representative Troy Rogers as well, cheering on the Blues. One of your club members here at Cabra.
Yeah. He just recently been selected for the The Victoria test. I think, is that next month?
No, end of next week. So they'll
End of
play.
next week. That's how quick it'll come around.
Yeah, tomorrow week, Monday and Tuesday of the following week, down at Deer Park. So yeah, New South Wales sending down men's and women's state side, the senior side, and also our under 25s and para sides as well. So
Oh, yeah, exciting time for him as his first ever go at it. So I'm sure he'll have a few nerves in the first game, but he'll be right. He's been playing very good bowls lately.
and just for something different here on our feature match, Micah Oswin has the shot.
What other live streaming coverage you got coming up after this event?
Yes, we just see this one of Jacobs, his own bowl to work with at the front. Well, it does open up the front of the jacket a little bit further. Next bowl's New South Wales event 2 weeks from now, the Grade 1 Open Pennant State Finals from the Yamba Bowls Club in the northern part of New South Wales. So look forward to seeing those top grade club sides in action there with Corrimal from the Illawarra, our defending champions. So plenty of action. It's that time of the year across representative season. We mentioned the Bowls Australia event as well. Lukas.
Very close here. Just going to make the distance, and he does. Great shot. 4 down.
Perfect draw as well. He had every reason to just arrive to that, but he said probably first and foremost was trying to cut down the count, but went one better. Drawing the shot. Certainly changes the angles up here for Jacob. Well, with the bowl at the back of the rink on the tee, he's trying to kill it. Well, not the desired angle, but he has got the jack off the rink. And well, Micah Oswin, he's got bowls everywhere. He had them where the jack was, and now he's got it where the jack now is.
Is he only using 2 bowls, or is he using more bowls? It feels like.
I think he might have got 4 out of the bag at the start of the day. Well, there it is. So straight onto the tee. One there for the Victorians. Well, left of screen here for Lukas. See that port that he's got available to him.
Interesting to see what shot he plays here. If he gives it a chance and lands his bowl, he could make a 3 or a 4. He's following it.
Well,
in the area. Oh, great shot.
Character. Lukas, I think he knew that was in the area straight out of the hand. His bowl didn't stay around, but 2 already removed for New South Wales. And what is he going to look on to see if the 3rd one will be available? Big long measure. Noah jumping in to give Micah a hand. That New South Wales bowl will count as well. So 3 shots. Well, we mentioned that momentum bowl from Jacob Cartwright last end. Maybe that's the one from Lukas Everson as they reduce the gap now. 5-13, and they're racing through the ends. 8 of the 18 already played. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are watching around Australia or indeed around the world. Lee Stinson and Ben Moorthorpe with you this morning for round number 6 of the Junior Tri-Series. All matches now rolling across your screen with live scores across the 6 boys rinks here on the undercover carpet, as well as the 6 girls rink on the elevated grass screen at Cabra. to Dion. This is our last match of the competition this morning. The format set up in such a way to allow competitors to travel in with the later start on Friday afternoon and also the earlier finish on the Sunday morning. So it does allow that travel and of course all the different commitments that these youngsters will have, and certain age groups I'm sure have got busy exam times coming up depending on what level of schooling they're at. I'm sure some are potentially finish school a year or two earlier and already in the workforce, so different commitments to juggle around. So having the earlier finish today and the later start on Friday certainly helps with that.
Yeah, because I think I was talking to young Jackie Barclay while we were away. He said he's got his year 11 exams coming up, I think, at the end of the month or very shortly anyway. So he was doing a bit of study while I think a few of the other boys were going out to having a refreshment.
This shows he wasn't really confident in the other 11 of you providing any assistance to his studies.
Well, yes, I don't think there was too many teachers or brainiacs in our group. Maybe Jay. He probably should have hit up Jay Porter. He'd be about the only one. But,
was some reports around that Cabramatta did not win the pub trivia in Griffith. I think you finished down the ladder a little bit there.
No, I think we played round 1 or 2 and saw how bad we were going. So a few of us did the old out the back door exit there. I know I definitely didn't answer anything, and I as soon as I finished my meal, I was taking off because I think everybody was just looking at Jay, and if he didn't answer the question, we got it wrong. I would not be backing us to win any trivias anytime soon.
Poor old Nick Cale was rattling off every capital city of countries all around the world, even though they weren't the questions being asked.
If it had anything to do with planes, he might be good.
Yeah. So close here for shot. A little bit of room to work with for both our skips. Lukas Everson up first. Well, he finds the gap as well. You said this particular rink, Ben, one of the probably most favoured here on the carpet of Aaron Wilson, one of your obviously superstar players here at the club. And as you said, get this nice big turn on the club side, which is good to see.
I think he knows every spot on this carpet. I've seen him draw some unbelievable shots and play some unbelievable things on this thing where other people would have no chance of playing them. And he almost knows it straight out of the hand if it's any good or not.
Probably similar to most synthetic surfaces. It's so weight dependent as to how the bowl will react.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's a good surface, but it does all come down to your weight. If you get the right weight, the line will come to you on this thing. It should be in the area. Like his first one wasn't too far away. Just got to correct the pace a touch.
Does have a couple of options here to potentially take a rest on one of these other bowls at the back.
Oh, good shot.
Pulls up just in front. So that's definitely going to be good enough to be the shot bowl. So Jacob Cartwright. Opportunity to try and outdo that. And here's this nice wide line coming into play.
Is it going to stop in time?
Oh, we're still not sure. Yeah, I think we're going to go to the measure once again. Like that from Micah. Don't worry too much about the finger measure once all the bowls have been played. Just jump in and work it out.
Very close. One to Victoria. Very, very close. Good shot, though. It just numbs that little pain of dropping a 3 the end before. And
14-5, halfway through our boys triples match. And 2-hour time limit, but we're still under an hour of playing time. So the boys will have no trouble whatsoever in getting the 18 ends completed this morning.
will you be going up to Yamba to do the commentary up there, or?
No, I'm based out of Fig Tree for grade 5, working out of that venue. So you'll have Nick Hind on commentary for the grade 1 pennant finals.
Who does the staffing run, like the where which one goes? Because obviously you're out at Griffith, out nice and cold out there. Beautiful Yamba up there, sunshine and all the rest of it, and you're down at Fig Tree.
Yes, that does sit with me. So very poor planning on my behalf. Yeah, we did have a quick look at the geography. Griffith, not necessarily the next town for any of us from a staffing perspective, but quick search through Google was found to be that Orange a little bit closer to Griffith than Jindabyne for Nick or Sydney for Dean. So
yeah, that's fair enough.
I ended up with the Griffith trip, and Nick with some family up in northern New South Wales as well. So I think he'll have the opportunity to tie in some work with a visit to family up north for the grade 1, and of course with my connection at Warilla, it's nice and close for me to be down there and work that event at Fig Tree for grade 5. And of course we'll have staff all around the state, as well as our match committee members and even some club and region representatives that are hosting those events at their club to help out. I know specifically in Tamworth, we've got their region president, Cheryl Lee Stewart from West Tamworth, and their region match committee chair, Phil O'Reilly at South Tamworth, to look after the grade 7 event up there. And yes, with 12 clubs in action, it's takes a big crew to
could you imagine? There's plenty going on.
Work through that event, and plenty of phone calls with conditions of play, query, team changes, any potential weather disruptions, even though it might be fine and sunny where you are. May not always be the case somewhere else.
Yes, it's Mother Nature is one of the trickiest things with bowls events. I don't know. Sometimes we always put events on and we always get rain. So it's nice to see the sunshine out today, and not have rain for a change.
We've been calling for a retractable roof here at Cabra Bowls to bring a bit of warmth down to our commentary position.
Yeah, I think you set up wrong. You should have been down a bit further in the sun. It would be lovely.
Last time we were here a couple of weeks ago for the Queensland Test Series, well and truly sunburnt when we're here. Not so undercover here today as well. Noah catches bowls at the front, so once again, quite a few bowls in good areas there as the skips have opportunities. Victoria probably with more bowls in the first 3 or 4, so opportunity here for Jacob to get a small touch on the jack and push down this backhand side.
Yeah, I think you'd just be trying to draw a shot there, like a little toucher over to the right. He can make a 2 or 3. He's got shot anyways. With that lead, 9-shot lead at the halfway mark, you just bit of game management as well. Win a couple more ends, and it'll make it very hard for New South Wales to do any type of comeback.
Oh, that's perfect weight to bring those others in. Just finds the gap. One of my fellow club members, Jimmy McGrory, watching on. How are you, Jimmy? Thanks for tuning in this morning. Obviously, Barilla been a big supporter of Junior Bowls in New South Wales over the past few decades as well.
Yeah, I remember playing the junior championships down there years ago when what am I now, 36, so 18 years ago, 19 years ago, sort of thing down there. It was a great venue to go and play.
Yeah, did the same, Ben, and coming from regional New South Wales to head down to Warilla and see an indoor bowls green, well, that just blew your mind as a youngster.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And certainly, even surfaces like we are here weren't as prevalent back in those days. So, see Jacob attacking the closest New South Wales bowl here and gets it out clean. No fuss here from Jacob Cartwright. He's just meandering down the green in front of us.
Just expects to get it now, it seems. That was a great shot.
He was asked to sit the bowl and he did, so no fuss for Jacob. Once again, Lukas Everson under the pump. Lukas had a good state championship campaign here at Cabra a few months ago to earn his place in this side. Plays out of the Warhope Bowls Club up on the mid-north coast region of New South Wales. Needs to land on something here. Well, he might have got away with that there, carrying a bit of speed. Obviously, he didn't want to be falling short, being a few down, and got himself shot.
He has got himself shot. Yep, keeps New South Wales in the in this rink in competition. He missed there. It's 17-5, and you almost shake hands. But 14-6, 8 ends to play. Still in the hunt.
Lost a jack into the ditch, and jack count off the green is growing and growing this week. And well, you'd know probably better than most here, Ben, with your experience, but jack certainly scoots across the top of this surface and runs a few feet quicker than what the bowls do, so need to be conscious of that.
Yeah, if you're not concentrating when you roll your jacks, they sail straight into the ditch. So it does take people a couple of ends to get used to it, but yeah, it's just a bit of concentration, and it's important too. Like, a lot of people don't realise how important jack rolling is in the game, especially if you've got a certain length that you're winning or you're playing all the time, and you fail on that jack length or roll in the ditch, and you give the opposition a chance to set their length. That can come back to haunt you a little bit. And I see plenty of times that happens.
It's hard to get out of your mind as well on occasions. If you're starting to dominate a particular length and all of a sudden the lead doesn't quite get it to that place and you happen to lose the end, even though you can still draw to wherever it is, just that fact of knowing what you've been doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a funny thing, like it can only be a couple of metres too sometimes, and it just seems like it's a whole different length. Good correction there. But as you see on this length here, the jack went in the ditch. Victoria rolled their length and put one pretty much right on top of it, first bowl.
Yeah, Jack Duck gets the advantage here and tries to double up here with his second. And pretty good effort, just going to run out of pace there. Sunday morning action here from the 2026 Junior Tri-Series. 18 ends of boys triples as Noah Jedrzejczyk.
Oh, great ball.
Gets the jack and runs its way through to the ditch, and New South Wales bowl at the back there for Cooper Appleby. So see where the guys have put that jack marker right next to the number. And all of a sudden it's not an easy situation for the Victorians to try and get their way out of here.
No, they'll be probably looking maybe to get second with their first ones and then have an attack at the shot. But New South Wales have about 2 metres, almost 2 metres to draw another shot. So a couple of big bowls coming along here in this context of this game. If New South Wales could, maybe sneak a 3 or a 4 here, then could only be 4 behind with plenty of ends to play.
Pace looks close here for Noah.
Just needs to stop. Yeah, great shot.
Just drawn another right up to the edge. Great little character is Noah. Started not too far away from us here at Padstow, now playing out of Merrylands here in Sydney. Micah, great effort. Had himself that chance to sit on the bowls, but found the gap. So, last big chance here for New South Wales, down 14-6, 8 behind with 8 to play. Holding 3, and I'm sure Lukas here, Ben, really wants to pile on the pressure and get this first one into the count.
Yes, yeah, he definitely wants to make the first one count too. It probably takes a little bit of pressure off him making both of his count. Get the first one to count, and then the opposition will have to, just a little bit of thought in the back of the mind might come into the frame when he's drawing shot. Thinking and looking a little bit pacey.
Well, I heard him call for Noah's second one to try and roll the toucher into the ditch, so probably a little bit on the over-aggressive side there. I think just trying to draw into the count was probably the name of the game there.
Yeah, you definitely want to make one of the 2 count, that's for sure.
It'd be great to hit that toucher right next to the ditch, of course, but trying to get in there. Fear for Jacob, this is not going to be wide enough.
Yeah, it depends if he lands one of the bowls here. His pace is really nice. Oh, that's a good shot.
Weight was all time. So holding at least 2 here, New South Wales.
Lukas will be just drawn up to the black one. Turns it once, it definitely makes it 3. And if he gets it right, he might be able to squiggle it over once and run on for 4. But,
that's the thing, too, here, Ben. Sort of give yourself 2 chances to count. You either draw a counter yourself naturally, or if you do get that touch on the bowl, you can bring it into the count. So he has backed off the pace here for this one.
Settle his way in there, a little bit of that one. And he'll catch that one as well. Good pace that if he caught one, he doesn't turn it in. But caught a little bit of both and stayed on for 3 minimum.
So 3, possibly 4 here for New South Wales. And, well, another one of these big momentum bowls coming for Jacob Cartwright. Certainly on a higher line. If he's played the same weight here, he will go extremely close. Oh, just press through it a little bit more. Big cheer here from Skip Lukas, and 4 shots is the count for the Blues. Well, all of a sudden, that little run through from Noah Jedrzejczyk to get the jack to the ditch has really brought this one back into play. 10-14 for the Blues. And, well, Cooper Appleby, very savvy lead. Cooper said, well, I threw the jack in the ditch last time and we picked up a 4, so we'll let them pick the length for us again, boys. I'll throw it in the ditch again.
I don't think I don't know if that was going through his mind, but we'll say that happened. But Victoria have come together to have a chat here because I think we might see a bit different length change here. Like after dropping a 4, they might. We haven't seen too many short ones though.
Well, it's a hard one here for the Victorian boys too, Ben. Like, fair to say, I know you joined the coverage after a few ends, but they have certainly been far and away the better team on this rink so far. And a couple of bowls there for New South Wales. We saw Lukas Everson trying to draw a shot a couple of ends ago, carried a little bit of pace, 3 down, and sat a bowl to stay in there. And that big trail of the jack to make a 4 there. So I don't think the scoreboard really as much in favour of Victoria as it should be. So do you mix it right up like they have chosen to do, or do you stick with your guns and say, well, we're outplaying them, let's stick to what we're doing?
Yeah, it's a tough one with as you're saying, Victoria probably deserve to be a little bit further in front. But it's funny especially a morning game. I always notice that the team that starts off red hot in the first few ends can always just change a little bit if the opposition get on a little run. I've seen it. I've been involved in it plenty of times. I've been like either for and against it. Like you jump out to a really good start and you think, oh, okay, we're cruising here, and then next minute the opposition come back at you and you're missing a stride. So maybe a little bit of change of length might help them. Just to refocus again and get back on the scoreboard.
We've mentioned, of course, we are undercover here on a carpet green. Does the green speed or anything change much with temperature here undercover, Ben?
I have been asked this before.
Pretty similar all the time.
I think it's pretty similar. It's funny. I'd like to say it's pretty similar, but there is times where it does run a touch quicker. I still can't work out what causes it to run quicker though. I think sometimes it's when it gets a fraction warmer, it runs quicker, but I've been told that it's when it's meant to be colder, it is meant to run quicker. So I just throw them down and hope they get close.
Here's what we were talking about, that extreme change of length, and it is the Blues who have jumped onto things first of all. So, well, this young man, Micah Oswin, he's due for a toucher. Been outstanding throughout the first part of the game.
In the area here, he's going to stop.
That's a good first bowl on this change of length. So, does appear still to be one shot in favour of New South Wales. Noah Jedrzejczyk with his second.
It might be a slight nuisance, but really you should be underneath that. Like, if you're hitting that, you are wide. But with a different length, you never know. New South Wales will be just looking to score and keep that momentum running. In.
Just under speed. Pretty good attempts. So he's carrying plenty of energy at the moment here. New South Wales skip Lukas Everson. So just needs to, a couple of deep breaths, focus in on this big change of length that we've seen thrown by the Victorians after New South Wales lead Cooper Appleby lost the jack into the ditch.
A little bit interesting play here. I thought he might have stuck to the backhand, but just he can get around the short one to make another counter, which he's not far away.
Does tip that ball in behind, down the centre of the rink.
Yeah, good. It is a good shot. Like, he's turned it, probably made it a fraction harder for Victoria to land the bowl to get shot. Now it's more of a dead drawing of the shot.
It's either really firm weight or the dead draw, and it looks as though young Jacob Cartwright has taken the draw option, and How far has he turned? Well, look to have perfect weight. A bowl or two outside the ideal line.
I think Lukas will be playing something similar because if he plays the exact same bowl, he might land that closest bowl of Victoria and make a number.
Has he sent it?
Oh, he might have snuck in the old back door there. Close for a second. I think he has.
So they just try a little rattler up here, the Victorians.
The only thing is that do they have a
Wales
ball
position out there on the left of screen?
Oh yes, they got the. Oh, they do have the best back, so there's no harm in really reaching through this on his forehand.
Yeah, you'd have to think if he went really firm, he's going to connect some other bowls along the way.
Any sort of jack movement a few metres, you think you're not going to be any worse than one down. He might even have shot if it gets through the bowls. The back bowl there of Victoria should come into being shot. So it's a hard draw shot. I think you'd be definitely reaching up. Got a couple of short bowls to work with, a couple of bowls to land. There's plenty of options. Just got to be in that probably 1 foot target zone and just hope you get the right result. Don't think weight matters here either.
So there was some discussion, forehand, backhand, and it looks like they have settled in on a backhand attempt. So Jacob Cartwright just trying to work in under these bowls at the front. Well, he's turned early. Unfortunately, that shorter jack not worked out in favour of Victoria. 2 bowls removed for the Blues. They're actually potentially looking for another one. And young Noah obviously hasn't brought his tape out of the bag this morning. He's asked Micah to measure this one again. I know a few thirds that would be saying, well, if you want the shot, Noah, you get down and measure it yourself.
I know I definitely would be throwing the tape to him saying, here you go. I'm not getting down there for you.
Well, 3 shots it is for the Blues. Well, Ben, all of a sudden, 13-14, and how about you? I didn't see this coming 20 or 30 minutes ago.
No, when I first sat down with the score on a 7-1, I thought it was almost not quite shake hands, but it wasn't far off it. But as they say, the game's not done till it's done.
And Cooper Appleby, well, credit has to start going his way. They keep winning ends, and he keeps putting the jack in the ditch. Keep the winning tactic, Ben, eh?
Well, it's worked so far, 2 from 2, so we may as well keep doing it. We'll see if it's 3 from 3.
Maybe next time I won't just fall in over the top of all the appeal, just hurl it down.
I'm just waiting for Victoria to throw their jack in the ditch and
give
break,
it back.
break the cycle.
Yeah, give it back again, yeah. So I think Victoria were hoping to just shorten this a little bit more than what it is. Certainly not as extreme as the previous end, but so the jack just sailed on past where Victorian skip was standing. Cooper Appleby, well, trying to pull up towards the back of the rink, and he has done. You see there at the bottom of the picture. Last time in this direction, that bowl would have been the shot.
I feel like it's a carbon copy of it at the moment.
If Jack Duck draws this one right up alongside Jack High.
He did have the weight, just ducked under the line. Close here. Oh, that's a good correction.
Big bowling family, the Applebys, of course, a New South Wales state champion. Aaron, he's Cooper's father. His brother Taylor was also playing in the men's pennant last week as well. And My sister Chloe, you mentioned, was here earlier in the week, and a good player herself. Noah going through a little bit of pace. Maybe he'd try and run into that jack again.
Worked last time, so he thought he'd try again.
These boys have been schooled on the Carl Hilly patterns. All about patterns. Now, Carl, and they're trying to follow all the patterns they can here, the Blues.
Not far away here, Micah.
Yeah, he's done this pretty well. They just need something to go back in their favour here, the Vics.
Yeah, they just need to break the momentum at the moment. They're, I think, a little bit shell-shocked. They're a bit quiet.
I think at 12-1, they probably thought they'd done enough here to get the victory. And Noah Jedrzejczyk creeps up. Counter 2 here for the Blues at the moment.
Just a small correction needed here. Pace does look a lot better. He's just got to make connection with his own. Or second shot.
Yeah, well played, Micah Oswin.
Very good bowl there.
Had the double chance and it came into play.
Great bit of pace. Like, misses either of the bowls, he's going to be at the back there, helping with something past the jack. But made the right connection. I think he snuck in for a shot. But we are a chance here to trail the jack for a 3 or 4 again, though. I think you'd just be hunting up there with a yard or so.
Just pushed down a high line for that speed. Had the intent, just missed out the line, so I'm sure he'll look to correct. He's very full of energy, Lukas. He's a great motivator amongst the team. He was one of the loudest voices on the rink last night.
Is the singles first to 21?
Yes, it is. Yeah, 20 up the singles games.
Very good shot here. That's a great bowl.
Yeah, no target displayed here for the Blues either, so Lukas just needs good connection, and he sent it out on that wider line again. So barring a disaster here, the Victorians will break the little run that's been against them.
In the area again. Is he going? Oh, he got.
It's a sit off the bowl. How many's he made here? Man, this could be a rather large count back in favour of the Victorians. And go for another measure. Oh, Noah's going to take the reins on this occasion. Certainly from our live vantage point, it does look like 4 to the Victorian side, and indeed it is. So we'll get that updated. 3 to go on for New South Wales first of all, and then 4 for Victoria. So 18-13.
That was a very large bowl in context of the game. They were obviously holding shot, but second shot was still pretty close. But land the bowl and stay for 4, it's quite a big momentum swing, I think. Because New South Wales were on that run. They actually could have almost held the lead then before the skippers finished their bowls.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just to get it with a 1 either, to get that big count of 4. Really does stem the flow. And it was back on that length that the Victorian boys were playing so well in the early part of the game. So we see here their next opportunity, Ben, to get the jack. They didn't go back to that really minimum type length. They had a go at that. Didn't quite work out. And they've gone back to where they were in a dominant position against these New South Wales boys on the sort of 3/4 to longer jack length.
Yeah, you just got to go back to what was working. They did try it. You got to try something sometimes. Tried a short one. They didn't play it too bad, just didn't find it. So they went back to where they were finding it each year, which makes sense. And as you see, went back to what they know and got a 4 to break that momentum of New South Wales. You're not playing too much at the moment, Lee. I haven't seen you pick up a bowl for a while.
Has been a little while. As Noah Jedrzejczyk draws a shot. Yeah, taking a season away, just plenty of travel, plenty of work. So backed off the playing commitments this year around, which did wonders for the Warilla Platinum Pennant team. Yeah. With me out of the side, they took home the title this year. So no, get back into it again. Hopefully get a bit more time in the schedule next season, and we see a couple of player changes within our club at Warilla, so
they might need your services back then.
Might have to come back, out of retirement. Sure, Aaron Tees won't mind playing third for me.
Mate, that could be your spot skipping. I'm sure they've tried you other places. They haven't tried your skip yet.
It might be the key to unlock the puzzle. I'm happy to play a bit of weight up into the head and try and just rattle off some bowls.
Oh, it's easier.
This drawing of the jacks hard.
the higher you play in the team order, I think I found it easier. There's plenty more to run into. It doesn't matter about weight then. Up front when you're leading, it's all about weight.
You're always playing the skips weight, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not your own weight.
Yeah, it's only bad weight if you miss.
Jake, couple down here, just trying to reduce the deficit. Yeah, well played.
Yeah, great bowl.
Jake.
Worst thing you do after getting a 4 is drop another number behind it. So, getting second shot and making it a little bit harder to make another one count was the idea. Shot was a bonus on that bowl.
I do see, especially in the 2-bowl triples format, to get some big runs of scores. It's amazing with 6 bowls how you can often score more than when you have 8 bowls in the 4s format.
Yeah, it's 'cause it only takes one quick slip and next minute the score's back to even.
Just gets the wrong side of the Victorian bowls, so looks like just one here at the moment for the Blues.
He does have a shot on to trail the jack around the corner to make a number, but so I think Victoria will be playing something similar. Just if he a bowl tight, you turn yours up. He turns his own up for shot. If he hangs on a fraction, he covers that chance to drop a number. I don't think you'd want to be going too attacky about this with only really one bowl in the head.
Yeah, so more a suggestion to secure a really good second, or just get into a position where you're not going to cause too much
He's a bit attacking.
Damage. Well, he's going to play firm to those bowls at the back of the rink. What does he find now? It's their own clean and runs on. Well, how many is it here for?
I think Noah's saying it's 2.
Don't need to get too excited here for the Blues. They're looking at the perfect result of cutting the jack across, but I think just a simple draw shot.
Yeah, I think you've got to make sure to make this count. You know, you get another. All you have to do is beat the wing ones there and take the safe option. Yeah, if he hangs a fraction on the 4 end, he could easily turn that up while the opposition's bowl up for shot. So.
Yeah, I think Noah's taken charge here and got young Lukas back on to the backhand side just to draw another counter, and the boys are liking this one.
Needs to run a fraction. Oh, it's close.
I suggest that's come far enough. 2 removed. Whose turn to measure this end?
Oh, they've taken that one out. So
third one removed.
And they're looking at the 4th one. It comes back to that interesting shot where probably need to take your medicine a little bit then. You know, you play with a yard there and turn it up for 1 or still 1 down, but another one in the head. But, you know, I have seen him work.
One of those ones, you get it perfect, you look like a genius, and get on the wrong side. It goes against you. So 3 shots there for New South Wales, and gets this game into a position for a very close finish. We'll get you some scores from around the other games here in a moment. You see those matches starting to filter through. We keeping a really close eye on a lot of these girls' matches. New South Wales 1 point in front on the girls' ladder going into today. I'll let you know across those girls' fixtures. New South Wales and Victoria will be 1 win each in the matches against each other. New South Wales currently holding both rinks against Queensland, but no significant margin to speak of there. And Queensland holding sway on both girls' rinks against Victoria. So Home State Blues looking like they will hold on to take out the girls' trophy as Cooper Appleby goes very close there to making shot. All of our singles games starting to draw to a conclusion. There's Jack Duck. A couple of bowls in alongside the jack. So, quick consultation with state coach Michael Wilkes at the back of the rink. He's asked to play weight to reach these bowls or trail the jack. Noah Jedrzejczyk does it again.
Great shot there.
This is turning into a massive end on this particular rink. The Vic's holding some really good position in behind. Here's another one with nice weight that gets down to the back of the rink.
Seems to be playing something similar. Turn his bowl. If he misses, he's behind the jack because Victoria trails is here. It doesn't leave New South Wales with too much to play.
Yeah, gets out through his own bowl here, the target.
Oh, he's played that good.
If he is and ends up down, well, he might have done enough to get round for shot.
That's a good bowl. Good pace that was.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine if Victoria did that. It was not a good sign for the Blues. So Noah Jedrzejczyk, 2 fantastic bowls here on end number 15. Micah Oswin liking this one coming in.
Not far away here.
Well, Micah's back in action. That's the shot.
Great.
So, from a time perspective, about 25 minutes still to run in this session. But with, well, 3 ends and a few bowls to go from our skips, we're flying through this match here on our feature rink. Amazing the speed of play, Ben, of these youngsters. They don't have the old creaking bones like you and I. And
Yeah, I definitely won't be moving this quick, that's for sure.
interesting times here for New South Wales. Lukas being asked to land the shot bowl.
Oh, he's just backed off the pace there a little bit. Probably wanted to keep this.
It was a dangerous one if he trailed the jack and didn't go with it, so probably a little bit cautious. So Jacob Cartwright, draw a shot. He happened to touch the jack on the way. Well, you'll make an extra count.
Definitely give it a show, because if he's a bowl tight, he can land the bowl.
Doesn't want to flick his own shot bowl out and run off.
Oh, he's got that.
Did he do enough to stay? The boys going to the measure once again. Tape getting a workout here this morning.
Noah seems to be pretty confident. He's thrown his finger up a couple of times.
Oh, did he? Noah likes the New South Wales one. From what we've seen here live. Well, he's one to the Blues. So unlucky result there for Jacob.
Probably the right pace. Just had to either be high. Like if you missed high, it's okay. But if you go to the right line, he'd trail the jack for 4. Probably one of those ones where you either want to be a bowl tighter or a bowl higher. Bowl tighter, he would have landed Noah's closest one and probably made that 3 or 4 again. If he's bowl higher, he trails the jack. He just got the worst result he possibly could have then.
So those scores starting to roll through. A lot of our singles games completed. There's only a couple of singles matches still ongoing. And the triples games, of course, getting down towards the latter stages with, see on my screen in front of me, most of those games somewhere between 13 and 16 ends completed.
Is this the first time we've done live scoring in singles?
Certainly in this competition, the Junior Tri-Series, it is. We been told by Bowls Australia that it's coming in at the National Championships for all disciplines across para, senior, state sides, as well as the juniors and champion of champions. So, yeah, the youngsters taking on the New South Wales players. I'm familiar, it's been in play for their last 2 state championships. But from a junior singles perspective, we've not gone down this path previously. So, yeah, big thanks to the markers here from Cabra for taking it on. And, of course, we had Nick Hind here to assist yesterday. And we've got almost the same markers back here with us this morning. So I had the easy task this morning of just advising them what gender and what states they were looking out for, and they were straight on to it to know where to go and find that information.
Very close here by Noah. Oh, great shot. Just New South Wales are getting the upper hander at the moment.
They're trying to fly home here and catch a win that didn't look likely midway through this game. It's Micah Oswin. Does he sit the last bowl as well? Good enough for second. Well played. It's the best Victorian bowl so far this end. I think the live scoring's been a great initiative. Certainly don't shy away from saying that people are still getting used to the concept, and we're looking to work with the team at Bowls Australia to make the app even easier and better to use, and how it displays scores on screen. But the ability to, especially in an event like this, to have 12 rinks going at once and have easy access to scores across all those rinks, I think is fantastic.
Yes, it's a great thing. Like, it's even for someone who can't jump onto the live stream or get down here and watch the games and stuff, but you can just quickly look at your phone and see what's happening around the rinks.
There's further developments to come, especially in sides, pennant games and the like, where it'll list a team number, not necessarily the player names. So I think things like that are on the table for further release and update.
That's good.
So Jacob Cartwright just sneak through the caps. There's a big pulse next door. Lukas Everson's jumped off the mat here on rink number 8 to go and give CM Rich, the skip from the next rink, a big high five. Jump straight back onto the mat again. Things you do when you're a teenager.
Looks to be just under again. Good pace again, but just breaking away on that side.
Yeah, I'd love to have taken $1 for every bowl that's crossed the centre line on this
Yeah.
wide side of the green over the past 3 days. So Jacob Cartwright in front on the scoreboard, down on the head. Has he pushed this through the whole way? Well, not to be. So with 2 ends remaining, we're locked away at 18 all.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the grandstand finish.
Some of the singles players finished up have started to make their way around to these rinks to cheer on. Coaches for both states as well. Micah Wilkes, New South Wales. Mark Casey, Victoria. It's Cooper Appleby back to plan A of rolling the jack in the ditch. A bucket of jacks out for Cooper at the next state camp. Inadvertently, I think, but it is posing some problems for the Victorians. I don't think they quite know where to go.
I think at this time of the game, they would probably just look to go back to what they were doing. Like it seems going this way, they've held pretty much shot nearly every time. Yes, they dropped a 4 a few ends ago, but like they got a 4, coming this way. They held 1 last time coming this way with more bowls in the head. I think they're just got to play the same thing. You don't want to go and play something drastic with 2 ends to play and drop a 3 or a 4, and you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. They got last bowl. If they drop a 1 here, well, they'll have last bowl in the last end.
I was about to ask you, Ben, so you're all square, 2 ends to go. Would you prefer to score 1 on this end or give up 1 on this end?
Yeah, that is a tough one. I think if you're playing a length that you really, really like, and you've been playing it better than the opposition, you probably want to score. But if it's been one of those competitions where it's sort of no one's nailed it, or you don't have a length that you don't like, I probably want to drop one and have last bowl. So you have last say if you're at winning the end or the rink sort of thing, or the game.
Yeah, well played from Jack Duck. Draws right to the front of the jack. And the way the New South Wales trio have been playing, I don't think they'll be shy of this. They've shown the intent to play through, and Lukas is calling this one in, wanting some more bend.
Are you going to stay on? Yeah, it's pretty handy there.
I can already see this after 3 bowls, shaping up as a potentially big score one way or the other here. New South Wales holds some pretty decent shots at the back of the green, and Victoria dominating around the jack. It might come down to whether New South Wales can make connection, otherwise it could be a big count to Victoria.
Yeah, that's a very good bowl there. Closer probably got second as well, and bowl passes Jack. That's 2 very good opening bowls with 2 ends to play when the score is level.
I think the Blues here need to just back things off a little. I know they want to play the big shot and get the jack through, but you can do that once you've made second shot.
Yeah,
Victoria into protection mode.
They want to fought so hard to get back to 18 all from being 12-1 down, to then go and drop a 4 on the second last end, or a 3 or a 4, and kind of give you, the chance to win the game is gone almost.
Good attempt there from Micah, just trying to get down to that protection zone where the New South Wales bowls are on the back right. Has Noah backed off the pace here?
Is he going to get down to the jack?
Just carrying a little bit of additional speed. Well, yeah, we called it early. This is going to be a big score one way or the other. I think there's a minor count coming. It's all down to the 2 bowls of Lukas Everson, whether he runs into the jack or not. Suggesting to his teammates he's going to try and be 2 feet past Jack High. But with the adrenaline running and him not wanting to be short, it wouldn't surprise me if he inadvertently just carries a little bit more speed than that.
I feel if he was going to try to play that 2 feet, it'd almost be better to just go quicker and get the jack in the pit.
Or even get second shot away.
Yeah.
The nearest bowl away.
Playing this shot is a very tough shot.
Well, it's more than
surface.
2 feet. Does he run into anything? Well, he's not saying anything. Does he sit a bowl? No. Catches that gap. 1 bullet left in the gun for New South Wales skip Lukas Everson. All square, 2 ends to go. Victoria holding 2. There's skip Jacob Cartwright, 2 bowls left to play. You see Joe Whitehead from Cairns cheering on the Vics, as is Lynette Johnston from Darwin. So Vic supporters all around the country here today, and well, it's been a very positive game for the Victorians so far, and they hold a positive count here on end number 17 as
it looks like to make another one count.
Jacob counts, doesn't frame it up.
This is one of those do or dies one, I think. Most people, I think you should be drawing second, but I wouldn't be surprised if he try to hunt this jack again.
Well, we're in a big crowd area. All the other teammates that have finished their rinks come down to watch this exciting finish. So So hard to back the pace off. You know you don't want to be short. Well, here's a bit of pace just watching live here, Ben. Lukas Everson. What has he done? He said, Ben Moorthorpe, I'm not drawing second shot, I'm drawing first.
What a shot.
Lukas Everson, what a bowl.
That is a great bowl.
Nerves of steel, and girls and boys from the New South Wales squad go to give him big high fives. The chest is out. Well, and now the back of the rink solely belongs to New South Wales. Can they afford to attack it too much here themselves, the Victorians?
Yeah, wow. Like, that's unbelievable. After pretty much 5 reaching attempts at it, to draw that was a ripper. I think Victoria do have a chance here. They can reach up there. Just don't want to go too quick at it. But any movement on the front bowl or even the purple bowl, the shot bowl itself.
Just trying to avoid jack movement by playing this backhand.
Oh, that was a great
bowl to bowl. I like the shot selection. Yep. So the New South Wales Blues, for the first time in this contest, have taken the lead. They have won 7 of the last 8 ends. New South Wales 19, Victoria 18. 1 end left to play. You see this last attempt here from Jacob Cartwright, trying to get the white bowl through the shot. Just a bowl underneath. Otherwise, he was making probably 4 shots himself.
I thought there might have been a temptation to bring the mat up, put the jack on the tee and run it in. But they've gone back to the length that they've been playing quite well, so it's probably the smart decision.
With all due respect to young Cooper Appleby, I'm not quite certain controlling the jack to keep it on the tee to 21 or 23 metres was necessarily in the kit bag this morning.
Yes, he hasn't rolled too many jacks well, so it's probably the right decision. Just pick your length and just try to nail a front hopper.
Cooper Appleby, how's he gone here?
Not far away.
Well, is he running the jack in anyway, Ben? Wow,
Oh.
Gets a piece of it. Oh, it's all happening here. We've certainly gone in with an aggressive mindset. The Blues, maybe that was part of a quick chat midway through the game when the score wasn't working in their favour. We need to mix something up here. And young Jack Duck here.
Runs past the front. That's two pretty handy bowls.
Well played, Jack. Just 14 years of age. One of the newcomers to the Victorian state program. You know what? Not quite reaching with his first attempt. It's
not making it easy. Probably going to have to switch hands too, unfortunately. Like, he had a beautiful line. Just falling that 2 metres short, just fractionally hurt him.
Micah Oswin gets this shot bowl a little closer here for the Vics.
Perfect pace too, because if he was around the bowls, he was probably going to draw a pretty close shot, but just enough to turn him up to make him even a bit closer. Now we're switching hands. Can he get around the short one to draw the shot?
Well, around and draw, or under and sit. Well, it's going to sail through, so it's going to come down to their skip again. He's been the money maker, Lukas Everson. Can he do it again? Micah Oswin, oh, he feels quick, and you see his bowl there going to sail through. And drops into the ditch. Oh, I'd suggest he's going to try and draw the shot, but wouldn't surprise me if he does. Working off the front bowls.
You'd think, yeah, he has to try to draw the shot here. I think there is a shot on the backhand if it does get blocked up, the reach under Noah's and land the shot bowl. But I think having 2 cracks at drawing the shot on the forehand is the right move here.
Yeah, 1 metre past the short bowl is the target. Well, out of the hand, he's called it as tight in line. So that needs to be the rangefinder. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself here. Look at that. Almost perfect weight to draw shot too.
Yeah, he'd be a little bit disappointed on that one. Not to at least float it out there and see what it does out there with the first, with the right weight.
It's another $1 to the commentators for a bowl crossing the line.
They could almost retire. But I don't think he'll be going too much near this. He doesn't want to be putting one around the short one and framing it so that can just go the jack in the pit or something like that. Currently, it's quite a hard draw shot. So
the other result that's looking unlikely at the moment is a draw. We don't anticipate just a 1-shot result here for Victoria. This looks like a big count, or the potential for a New South Wales 1. Well, what's he going to do? Is he going to frame something up here? Well, he hasn't, but I think
he's changed the shot though.
Yeah,
so.
the eyes are going to come open here. Trail the jack in on his backhand.
I think it was one of those good bowls, bad bowls ones there. Like,
absolutely. You see Noah's bowl there, just off to the right-hand side of centre line. He's got to play pace just to come under that, sit a bowl or trail the jack into the ditch. There's a few little options there too, Ben, isn't there? If he plays the right weight, probably
if
play 3 to 5 metres of weight, probably I think is where he'll go for.
I think so. Like if you're high, you get off the blue-white one near the tee there and get jack. Or get it fat and run on for a shot, or if you're tight, you land the purple-pink one. Oh, sorry, the black and pink one. But obviously the jack is what you want.
Beauty with this young man, Lukas Everson, is we'll know nice and early whether he's in the area or not. No word said, although he starts to run after it now. First thing, get under the JSEC bowl at the front. Well, he's caught that and will not quite run through. So I think Victoria will decide not to play their last bowl as we see the players now start to shake hands. So we'll record 2 shots there to Victoria, and they have come away with a win in what has been a very exciting game here this morning, Ben.
Yes, yeah. When I sat down at 12-1, I thought I might stand back up and go and do some work, but at 18 all with 2 ends to play, what an exciting finish that was.
Absolutely. So just the last end or two going on around some other rinks this morning, just a couple of minutes short of our 2-hour time limit. We'll wrap up our coverage. A big thank you to all the team here at Cabra Bowls who have been fantastic hosts for the 2026 Junior Tri-Series. Our final results will be in Bowls Link and also on the Bowls New South Wales social media channels. But we can confirm our overall champions this year, Victoria. They will also take home the boys' trophy, and it will be New South Wales who have won the girls' side's trophy here this week. So on behalf of all the Bowls New South Wales team, our co-commentators as well this week, Ben Multhorpe, Chanel Shakuch, my name's been Lee Stinson. Thanks for tuning in, and we have seen some amazing bowls over the past 3 days, and we look forward to your company at the next Bowls New South Wales live stream in 2 weeks' time, Grade 1 pennant finals from Yamba.